Hello and welcome to the next video in this video blog post series, Beginner Data Science Project, a walkthrough. Again, my name is Adam Morris and I'm walking you through another example, a chance for you to practice and to get better and to learn more about data science and to do another project using the UCI, or University of California at Irvine machine learning repository um, data set for the wine data set, which we'll get into in another video. But before we get into all of that, in the previous video we did the introduction, and in this video we're just going to go over the tools that you need to get this done. This project we're going to be doing in Python. We have links that are excellent on how to install Python and Anaconda on your system, and also Yellowbrick, so that you have all the tools that you'll need to um, to complete the project. We have instructions in order to accomplish this, both if you're using a Mac or a Windows PC. So please take the time, if you haven't already, to go through this video. It's by Juwon Kehoe, who did as you remember, doing your first data science project using the Titanic Kaggle data set, which is linked to this post. So please take the time to watch your appropriate video and follow all the steps. If you get stuck, post a comment in that comment box or send us an email, or you can post it below, whatever works for you. So there you'll also be introduced to the Jupyter Notebook, which actually I used in creating this blog post itself, and also will be using as we work through the project itself. So Jupyter Notebook is basically, a notebook where you can insert lines of code into the cell and to run them using the Python through Anaconda. So anyway, it talks about that, and then also another important reason to follow all the steps in the videos, because one of the tools we'll be using a lot in this series, or using frequently, is the Yellowbrick tool, which is a visualization. It's an extension of scikit-learn that has machine learning applications and produces visualizations for data exploration and for machine learning functions. So that is why we need you to follow those steps, which brings us to another important question. So when you follow those steps, you'll be able to import the Yellowbrick. So that brings us to the question, well, what the heck is importing? So we have an example here of what we call an import statement. So importing is when you have something installed, like Yellowbrick. It's there living in the memory, but in order to basically, it's like adding it to your notebook or to your code, adding that particular program. So pretty much, like, think about it like flipping on and on switch, right? When you right, and here's the simple example: import Yellowbrick. So when you type that into your code block and run it, as long as you have the program installed, it will add it to your notebook and make it available. I mean, this makes sense, right? I mean, when you're working in data science day in and out, you're going to have many packages, and you obviously don't want to have all those packages available in every notebook if you're not going to be using them. It's just wasteful. So what this does is it makes the relevant packages that you need to be available. It also helps helps with the memory and with running speed. So the key takeaway is to install the packages first. and keeping them up to date. We included a wiki on reading about pip, which is a popular way to install if you want to read about that. But again, we're going to walk you through everything you need to do, so do not fret. Also, I mentioned this before, but again, if you fail to install a package and then try to run an import statement, you're going to get an error. Why? Because it's not installed on your machine. But don't fret. All you have to do is to install it. And again, this is where the pip comes in. You know, the command is typically pip install and then the particular package, whatever it is. It could be Yellowbrick. And once you install it, then you can go back to the code block and run it again. So errors or bugs, as we call in the community, are nothing to be afraid of. They're actually super helpful because they will point to problems and areas that need to be addressed in the code, and so it will give you clues as to what needs to be addressed and point to or help you like address those things and enable your program to run. So error messages actually are our friends. So that's something you just have to understand. It's not going to break your computer, you know, typically. So they're nothing to be afraid of. Just that's a quick note on errors, and then some final housekeeping. Again, just a plea to please take the time to look at the videos above here. Again, Mac or PC, whatever you're using, and to follow those steps. Because if you don't do that and try to move forward, you're going to have issues. Also, like I said, we're going to be walking you through and providing you all the code that you need, so you're not going to have to write your own code. And we're going to keep the explanations high level and geared towards yourself, the beginner, but again, all are welcome. And with that, we look forward to speaking with you in the next the next video where we'll be talking about the problem itself that we've decided to solve. So post your questions or comments below, and thank you for watching.